There is a shark in the water, and everyone swimming around him at his appearance in Harlem is ready to jump in. He is the marketing guru, the man with the golden touch, and our favorite shark. Daymond John, a multi-millionaire, says, believe it or not, there is power in being broke.
For those who have been trained that they need money to make money, I wanted to make sure that they were aware that, especially with this day and age of social media and the fact that you can convert sales directly on your phone, you don't need money to make money. You need drive. Because money, if you go and raise a bunch of money and you don't have drive, passion, connections, you're just going to blow it.
He should know. We know his story. Grew up in Hollis, full of drive, push, and hustle. Some of it right here in Harlem.
You know, when my partners and I, Keith, Carl, and Jay, we were out there selling clothes, we stood on 125th Street. We stood in front of the Apollo and sold our hats.
The FUBU brand, which he marketed, is now legend.
But when you sell hats on 125th Street, those people who take your hats and buy them or don't buy them, they tell you exactly why they want them or they don't want them. Because you know, up in Harlem, they don't have a problem telling you how they feel. And that is an education. That's a true education.
Also in education, the rise to the top.
When I finally got some money, I got turned down by 27 banks. All right, none of my friends would give me any money, and then I finally went out and I had created such a demand for FUBU that I had $300,000 in orders, and then my mother and I decided to risk our house and mortgage it, but we felt we had the orders, so we're going to make the $300,000 and put it back into the house.
Daymond says people think it's easy, but he had to get the orders first.
But Mom, no matter how much I love her and she loved me, she wouldn't have gave me the money if she thought that I didn't have it.
Just like on Shark Tank, the people you see have been on a journey, for some, a long time.
Walt Disney got turned down 300 times before he ever got an investment. You only see on Shark Tank the end result of somebody who may have busted their butt for 5, 10, 15 years, and they finally got to the point where a shark says, all right, you put in enough work, you learned enough mistakes, I feel like my money's safe with you and I like you more than I like anything else.
It's those words of wisdom Daymond John has put in his latest book, The Power of Broke. Miss Harlem was packed to get the book and the lessons, including a lot of young people like 18-year-old Jordan Small, eager to be his own boss and grab the life he desires.
You have to go out there and fish for yourself. I mean, you can't always expect things to come to you.
Many agree with the power of being broke because the key is you won't be broke for long.
It's important to know that you don't have to have a lot of wealth. You don't have a lot of financial means to start. But if you have a good idea, a good product, a good service, and you're willing to put in the sweat equity to bring it to market, which is certainly what Daymond did with his partners with FUBU those years ago, that you can start something, get it going, and then build from there.
Seems like everyone can attest to that, especially Sheri Collins.
I started out, as I affectionately call it, the oldest intern in the world.
Sheri's story is the power of broke and the power of faith. She left her corporate job back in 2008-2009. The economy tanked, and she left her hometown of Detroit on a one-way plane ticket.
So for me, the power of broke was losing everything in the city of Detroit.
With $1,000 to her name, she set out for New York to change her life.
The best part of the story is that I volunteered to do VIP concierge for the National Black MBA Conference, right? That's where I met Daymond.
At that time, she found a job in New York, making $8 an hour at Lane Bryant. But something Daymond said during that chance meeting at that conference lit a spark in her.
And he said, you know what? You're not a stylist, you're a brand architect. And it changed things for me.
Life, with its funny twists. After the conference, she read Daymond John was looking for interns. It had been decades since she was in college.
And I saw that he was looking for interns in his New York, LA, and Miami offices. Then right after that, Alfred Edmond from Black Enterprise tweeted an article that said that internships are not for college students anymore. They are for seasoned professionals trying to make a way, trying to make a career change, trying to do something different. And I took it as a sign.
Now look at her. Years later, she is Daymond John's public speaking manager. and an employee of his company, Shark Branding. Perfect illustration of the power of broke.
But more importantly, would I have worked for $8 an hour or take an internship at 46 if I wasn't broke? You can step out on faith. You can step out and live your dreams, and things are possible. Because when you're broke, you have nothing but opportunity and no place else to go but up.